Welcome back to Water Park Splashin. It's me, Tom Derrick, and in today's video I'm going to rank and review your favourite rides at Cedar Point Shores. So starting off our video with an adventure, it seems like you guys have picked Lily Pad Walk, and whilst no, this is not a giant, crazy and totally bonkers water slide, it is so much more than that. With similar to that scene in Total Wipeout where they had to make their way across the planks without falling into the water and getting absolutely soaked, on this adventure right here, not only will you need to make your way across the lily pads, not planks, but you'll also need to avoid everyone else also doing this, just adding even more fun to this already awesome experience. Nevertheless, if you are like me who let's just say will always fall in the water, well let me give you our next adventure, Lakeslide Landing, which has not just got one side, not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but 12 water slides. And yes, I do know that some of them are like that purple one there, where you will just go down a straight section into the water, but that does not mean these aren't awesome, with you being able to experience everything from those straight sections into the water, to some racer sides, to some tube sides, to some giant open air sides, basically just anything you can imagine. And what makes this even more awesome is that with this not being also a giant crazy all round bonkers water slide, they will have no queues. Okay, as much as you cannot have a water park without some crazy slides or a lily pad walk, you cannot have a water park either without a wave pool. This is Breakwater Bay, and as the name suggests, this will not just be your normal swimming pool where you can splish and splash with your friends and family, but when the siren begins to go, it means that the waves are coming, leaving you all bobbing up and down to the waves. I mean, they're not giant, but they are just great fun. Oh wait, what's that also bobbing up and down to the waves? That is the Water Park Splashin's rubber ducky, and throughout this video you'll be seeing him make appearances here, there and everywhere. So comment down below where and how often you see him, and we'll pin the first correct comment. But anyway, if you want somewhere to cool down without having to wait in a long line, well then Breakwater Bay is the bay for you. We have now made it onto our first so-called proper water slide of the list, as we have now got Crosscurrent, and this is not just one side but two. I mean, it's not 10 like the last one, but these sides definitely make up for that, with after you have decided whether you are a yellow crosscurrent racer or a pink crosscurrent racer, you will begin your adventure by twisting and turning through a tube, getting some amazing views across not just Lake Erie, the surrounding water park, but also the amazing theme park of Cedar Point 2, then going into a tube itself, also twisting and turning through there before coming out of the end with a splash. Stand corrected, I did not see that cheeky fella down there. Crosscurrent hasn't just got two sides but three, with the third one not being like the other two, but basically a little side with a bump as you make your way down. From one classic water slide to the next, we have now got Wild Walleye. Walleye or Walleye? I don't really know. But whatever the name is, this is also really good fun, with you once again being able to board a singular tube. I haven't yet seen a double tube, so I'm pretty sure you can't on this side anyway, but it'll be nice if you have two people on some. You will once again get the choice out of the gold slide or the green one, but choose wisely, as once you do set off, you will once again go around many twists and turns as you duel the other person to the bottom, where you will come out down a massive drop it seems like, where you will see who is the Wild Walleye champion. We have now made it halfway through our list, and you can definitely tell that, as we have now got Perch Plunge, and the thing about this side is that whilst it is also very hard to distinguish why this one is better than the last one, and the last one's better than the one before, and this one is worse than the one after this one, because they're all sides and basically the same sort of thing. I would say however that this one has something a little bit unique in terms of how you slide down, as whilst they all have those twists and turns and the choice of multiple sides, what I like about this one so much is that when you do go down the blue, orange or purple side, you will not be going down in a dinghy, but instead on your body, which might not only add to the experience, but also means you won't need to carry that dinghy up those stairs. Seriously though guys, the last 3 attractions we have just covered are all so similar, so at the end of the day, if one of them has a longer queue and the other has the shortest, just go on the shorter queue one. Here we now make it onto some unique sides, and what you'll notice with these ones is that they are a lot shorter, but they pack so much more, with for example Portside Plunge, our next attraction, lasting no longer than around 20 seconds it seems like, yeah, very short attraction. But by the point you come out at the end, you'll realise that 20 seconds is more than enough, with you beginning this adventure by going through a tube, twisting and turning in almost complete darkness, before you then come out the other side where you see nothing in front of you. But don't worry, there is just a very steep drop, finishing off the ride with a splash. Okay, I just have to say it, our next attraction, Storm Surge, is sure to blow you all away. That was awful. Anyway, jokes aside, this is a family raft side, and for anyone who has not done one of these before, well then you are in for a treat. Cause basically, once you have decided to take on this adventure, and FYI, these can get some of the longest queues, so if you are visiting on a busy day, it may be best to get here earlier on. You will twist and turn down an open tube, getting some amazing views, whilst once again the water chucks in your face. However, stay with me guys, as what brings this from a, I don't know, number 8 spot to a number 3 spot, is that you can do all of this with up to 3 other people, meaning that all of those laughs, cheers and, I don't know, maybe screams, will be shared with everyone else. You know when I said earlier that it is amazing to race one another on those 2 tube sides, and yes, it definitely is, but if there's more than 2 of you, it kind of takes away from the fun. And that is where our next attraction, Riptide Raceway, comes in, as whilst they cannot... No, that's weird. Quickly look at the numbering on there, it goes DEF ABC. They got it wrong way round. But no matter what letter of the alphabet you do board on, out of DEF ABC, you have got to get your competitive side on, as not only will you be racing one other person, you will be racing on your front, which is pretty awesome in itself because you normally get told off for doing that, but you'll be racing 5 other people to the bottom, making it 5 times as hard to win. Yeah, I knew this was going to make our number 1 spot. This is Point Plummet, and as scary as the name may suggest, the slide is 10 times scarier. You see that glass right there? That's not there for show, as once you make your way into the pod, you will be standing here for what feels like an eternity before, yep, that drops, leaving you quite literally plummeting down, twisting and turning through the tube whilst the water gets thrown in your face before you then come out the end going, whoa, that was intense. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.